So over the last couple of weeks, we've interviewed a few people. We've done talks in school. It got us really thinking about the way that people approach trying to get a job, and it can be really freaking hard to stand out if you're doing the same as everyone else, obviously, because you're just going by words on a piece of paper, and it could totally depend on the industry that you're in. Absolutely it can, but I think generally anyway, you need to do something extra to stand out against everyone else. So I've put together my 3 top tips on how you can stand out when applying for a job. I think I grabbed the screen there. So tip number 1, this is the most important. I probably should have put it at the end, but I'm not. I'm putting it at the start. Tip number 1 is do your research. It's so important to know who you're talking to, and that affects the tone of your voice when you're speaking to them. It affects what you wear when you go. It affects whether you actually want to be in that job in the first place, or whether you're just applying for it because you feel like you should. It's all of those things. It's about knowing how to speak to someone. It's about knowing what they're about. What are those business values? What's the most important thing for them? Are they fun and creative and cheeky? Are they quite serious and a little bit intimidating and scary? If you look on their social media, if you look on their website, if you find any blogs, press, any of that stuff, it'll give you the information that you need to know how to speak to that company before you walk through the door, before you send that email. Part of the research is to 100% find out who you should be sending that email to, or whatever it is. We get generic emails sent to a generic email address, not speaking to anyone personally. And if you look at our socials, if you look at our website, you'll see that you know that there's me, Chloë Clover, there's Lou, there's Jack, there's Simon, there's whoever there is. There's people there that you could address that to. Yeah, you might get it wrong, but it doesn't matter, because it'll always find the right person in the end. Tip number 2 is to think outside of that box. Don't rewind.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Tip number 2 is to think outside of this box. Wait, I want to do a box. Right. Tip number 2 is think outside of the box. Did that work? Don't be afraid to do something that's going to get you noticed. There's going to be so many people wanting the exact same thing that you want. So you need to be that person that does something different. You're going to be the one that they remember. That could be writing the email in your voice, not in a corporate voice. Or that could be phoning them up and asking to speak to someone and just saying how much you want that job. So this is my favourite one. You can send in a video. If you send in a video that shows that, one, you've gone through some incredible effort to produce a video to send to them, and also it shows that you're super creative, and it doesn't matter what job you're going into. Creativity is so freaking valuable. It really doesn't matter whether you want to go into law, you want to be a doctor, or you want to work in some killer tech company. Being creative is that spark that changes everything. And finally, this is the most important one, apart from the last 2 that were also the most important ones. Number 3, be your authentic self. It's so freaking important. You got that job by pretending that you were something that you're not. You're not going to be happy in that world, in that life. You're going to be faking that you're something that you're not, and you can't do that, man. You can't go through life pretending to be something that you're not. If your employer finds out that you're actually not who you say you are, or you don't have the experiences that you said that you have, then that can cause all sorts of man. Also, that personality that needs to come through, that passion that you've got in life, or in the world, or the industry that you're looking to be in, that needs to be present, that needs to be part of it, whether it's the interview process or just getting to the interview process. You need to be the absolute best you that you can be, the most of you that you can be. What's most important is you. You are the difference. You are the difference in your life, and you're the difference in their life. And you both need to be aware of that. That is freaking key. If you're authentic, if you think outside the box, and if you do your research, any job is yours. You put that effort in, you can have anything you want out of life if you put enough effort in. I'm a massive believer that it is all from you, and it's all about the amount of effort that you put in, and you will reap the rewards 100 times over, and you'll be happier for it because you freaking earned it. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this content, I would love you to be part of our journey, part of my journey, and yeah, hit that subscribe button. And I guess there's nothing left to say, but I'll see you on the next one.
This started.
Did it?
Yeah.
What? What was I doing? My hand was up there.